Oh, well, hello, all my wonderful, beautiful broskies and wonderful, beautiful broadcasts of Maverick Nation. And boy, do I have something for all of you lovely people. You guys know how I did a, um, what if Izuku was Kaido? What if? And how I did what if Sakura was Big Mom? The reincarnation what ifs. Well, I'm thinking, I finally want to freaking do one of these. I finally want to do my man Doflamingo, Donquixote Doflamingo. I finally want to do him justice. So, I don't know how successful I'm going to be in doing that, but I'm going to try. I sure as hell am going to try. So, basically, this is what if What if Doflamingo was Naruto's uncle? Yes, what if not reincarnation, or like if Naruto was the reincarnation? What if Doflamingo was Naruto's uncle? Or maybe I'll put like Don Quixote, seeing as, that's the difference, because, you know, Don Quixote Doflamingo, his brother is Rocinante, and in this I'm going to have Rocinante, even though I'm pretty sure he was killed. In this I'm going to have Rocinante still be alive. Because Rocinante, isn't he like supposed to be like, Don Quixote Doflamingo's brother? Anyways, basically, how this whole entire thing is gonna work out is basically in this, Minato's clan and Namikaze. You know how Minato kind of got, related to Kushina and like the Uzumaki clan through being married. Basically, who else was also related to Uzumaki through a certain type of way was also the Doflamingos. Through what way will indeed be figured out sometime soon, maybe not soon, maybe sometime in the future. Basically, in the way in which Minato is basically related to this one person, and also related to this one person basically in the same way, seeing as this one person is brothers with another person. Basically, the person I'm talking about is Minato basically being related to Doflamingo, or Don Quixote Doflamingo. And in that way, basically, also related to Rocinante Doflamingo. And in the way is basically, the way they're related is basically how they kind of got related was in a way that would make them kind of like brothers, not by blood, but basically brothers by anything instead of blood. But still brothers. So yeah, technically Doflamingo, Don Quixote Doflamingo would still end up becoming Naruto's uncle because Minato is Naruto's father, or is, going to become his father. Basically whenever eventually Minato eventually, with Kushina around, it's like, well, eventually I'm gonna have to tell the bastard. Like, there's no really avoiding this. Eventually he's going to have to. Minato feels more comfortable around Rocinante than Doflamingo, than freaking Donquixote Doflamingo, because he just doesn't like him. It's just like that Hokage's intuition. I guess you could say that. Well, basically, whenever Don Quixote del Flamingo basically hears that he's going to be an uncle alongside his brother, because, they're both going to be alive in this, you know, Rosinante is not going to get a freaking axe anytime soon. You know, yeah, that's the thing. You know, Hearing that Kushina was kind of how, Don Quixote del Flamengo is related to Minato, is kind of expecting, you know, I would kind of send all sorts of vibes through, the Don Quixote, the Doflamingo brothers, that would kind of send all sorts of vibes through them. Some good, some bad. So, yeah, there would be that. And then would come the day in which, the baby boy, the child of prophecy, would be born. You know, Basically, I forget. I know it starts with a B, but I forget the name of his wife. But she doesn't still get killed by Lobito. And, he still indeed does his thing, the ritual on Kushina to set out the Nine Tails and then use his Sharingan to freaking control it. And, well, oh boy. Yeah, basically. The only thing that kind of keeps this, in canon is the fact that, a little while before all this happened, like, Don Quixote del Flamengo, basically, the Chichibukai del Flamengo that we all know and sometimes love, sometimes not exactly. But you know what I mean, the dude with the pink flamingo feather coat, that shit. Basically, sometime before this, he basically stated to Minato that him and Rosinante were gonna go on a little bit of a trip, it was kind of something, I guess you could say it was kind of something important. And, this kind of tipped off the signing, Orochimaru, Jiraiya, freaking, even freaking Tsunade. And, freaking Don Quixote del Flamingo, it was like, Tsunade, why you bitch? You have, the worst gambling luck ever. And, that's not even, I'm not even saying that's what we're going to be doing. I'm just saying, why you bitching? You have, the worst luck ever. And don't even get me started on what I know about what you do in your private time, Orochimaru. And, of, freaking Jiraiya. Your research is a bunch of bull. Jiraiya's just he just got told. And Orochimaru just he got just freaking told. And, Tsunade is just a sulking wreck because she just got Omega told. Like, beyond, like, repair, possibly. Beyond possible repair. That is until she eventually meets Shizune. You know, Shizune. That is until she meets her. And so, yeah, basically, like Donquixote Doflamingo just like, yeah, none of you Sonny just like bitch about like us like leaving like a couple days before whatever. Like we're doing our own thing and we don't want to hear it. Like Rosante's just like you do not speak for me, brother. You do not speak for me. And you know Don Quixote Doflamingo just like, yeah, I don't give a shit. He's like, yeah, I legit do not give a shit what you say. Like, yeah, he's just like that hardcore of a Black Air Force energy mofo. Like, regardless of the fact that his freaking nephew is about to be born in like a couple days. Like, regardless of that fact. And so basically, the entire time that, you know, Minato's doing his whole thing, like, all of the canon events are happening. You know, Doflamingo, like Don Quixote and Rocinante, both of them are not there. Like, Rocinante really doesn't know why his brother, like, wanted them to, like, leave, even whenever it's, like, it was so close to such a special day. And, like, they aren't even coming back, like, anywhere close to where, like, the special day could be. Like, whenever Kushina would give birth. And the fact that, like, you know, Rocinante expects it from Don Quixote, like, usually, like, but, you know, he doesn't expect this, like, on Kushina. Like, he's like, you know, Don Quixote has never been like this on Kushina. At least not that he remembers. He doesn't remember him being like that about Kushina. Like, he never remembers Don Quixote, like, being this way about Kushina, like, ever. Especially, like, important shit. Important shit. So, it's just like, this shit just came out of nowhere. And also, like, somewhere at the same time, like, Rosinante doesn't even know what to freaking think anymore. And then all of a sudden, just like one day, like, just like, you know, Don Quixote Doflamingo, you know, our pink, you know, flamingo, coat wearing mofo, Chad lad, mad lad, Chad lad mofo, Black Air Force Energy incarnate mofo of a dude is just like chilling, and then all of a sudden, poof, there's like this monkey, and like Don Quixote realizes this monkey, and he's like, Enma, what the hell are you doing here? And how did you find us so damn fast? Like, he can tell from the chakra that's emanating from Enma, because this is Enma. Like, he can tell from the chakra, the special chakra emanating from Enma, that this was, like, extra fast that Enma found him and his brother. And, like, Enma's, like, solely focused on Don Quixote, not Rocinante. And so, like, Don Quixote's just like, it's something about him. And Enma's just like, how dare you disrespect the dead Don Quixote Doflamingo? And Don Quixote is just like, wait, disrespect the dead? Wait, Minato's dead? And wait, the way you're looking at me, is Kushina dead too? Like, Don Quixote is like caught off guard, like, wait, they're both dead? And Enma just, like, has that look like, well, yeah, duh. And then, like, Don Quixote remembers, wait, weren't they expecting a kid? Like, what about the kid? And like, Enma, he won't tell Don Quixote this, but he wasn't exactly expecting him to give a shit about the kid, like their kid. Like, he wasn't exactly expecting like him to give a shit, but apparently he does, like somehow, some reason, some way. And he's not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. So, like, Enma isn't going to look a gift horse in the mouth. So he's just like, well, the boy, hmm, Jiraiya has a spine work to deal with. The council will basically ride Sarutobi's ass if he tries to help the boy too much, considering what he contains, and they're grieving what it's turned them into. Kakashi's already grieving so much about his own team and sensei. So, and well, Tsunade, with her own problems that you already have pointed out in the past, Don Quixote. And Don Quixote Doflamingo would just be like, wait, are you telling me that there is literally no one in the damn village that is going to help that kid? Knowing what is inside of him? And Rosinante can actually hear the conversation in between Don Quixote, his brother, and Monkey King Enma. Pretty much the boss summon of all the monkeys. Monkey summons. And Rosinante's like, wait, is he actually going to? No freaking way. He's not. He would never. And basically Enma replies with, pretty much. And, Don Quixote, he's just like, he has to, like, process this shit, like, for a second, like, are you telling me? Wait a second. Knowing Minato, his last dying wish would probably be something along the lines of, considering the fact that the kid literally has the Nine Tails inside of him. And Enma's like, to be noticed as a hero. And, considering the look on Enma's face, and, like Doflamingo, like Don Quixote Doflamingo was like, oh shit. There's no way in hell they're going to do that for the kid. At least know his name. And, Enma would just be like, sadly you're right, and, well, last thing that Minato and Kushina at least tried to do their best to tell Hiruzen before they fell. Minato sadly at the hands of the Shinigami, finding out the only way to seal away that half of the Nine Tails. The name they said. The name he is to be given. Naruto, and has to be hidden from his enemies per request of Minato himself. And, Don Quixote Doflamingo would just be like, Naruto? Wait, isn't that the name of one of the main characters in Jiraiya, ass, like, freaking books? The gutsy ninja? The one that didn't sell all that well compared to Aika Aika's shit? And, as, Don Quixote Doflamingo saying this, he just has, like, this scowl on his face like, those damn villagers shitting on Bro's dying wishes. Ah, good God. It isn't enough that people don't even realize the fact that we actually existed whenever we did, actually were around. But now they're going, he wanted that kid, his son, to be recognized as a hero for what he has to go through, what he contains inside of himself. I can't actually believe I'm saying this, but those people, those villagers, they sicken me. And that's coming from a guy who basically took hold over, an entire island by using its king against them, pretty much, with my own powers, which I expect, considering what I'm feeling. Enma, have you been speaking to the toads at all at any time? And Enma would just be like, how did you know, Don Quixote? And Donquixote Doflamingo would just be like, I just had a feeling. So, like I said, have you been talking to the toads? And if you have, what did they say? And basically, Enma would be like, the prophecy has been revealed. However, if this is to... if everything is to be this straight, the power of that fruit you said you ate that one day. And, Don Quixote would be like, what, you mean the Ito Ito? You think the kid's gonna develop some sort of type of chakra-based thing that's going to be similar, if not even more powerful? And that's part of the whole prophecy thing? And then we'll just be like, that's what the toad told me. The eldest of them, and the ones known as Ma and Pa, also reinforced the sayings. Apparently, due to being related to you, a mixture of his natural element, wind, and also two others, earth and lightning. A mixture of these three will create the power that you will become famous for, and possibly in some places even infamous. And, Don Quixote would just be like, Iwagakure, and, Enma would be like, yes, definitely Iwagakure. Especially considering who his father is. And, Don Quixote Doflamingo would be like, oh boy, what is it, like the third Tsuchikage now? Jesus. Guy's got a stick up his ass. So long, I'm starting to think that he could reach all the way to the heavens with it. The only one I actually think has any brains in that damn village is the granddaughter of the Tsuchikage. What was her name? Oh, was it Akatsuchi? No, that was the other guy. Oh yeah, now I remember. Rosinante, do you remember the one? Her name, Iwa Shinobi Kurotsuchi, the granddaughter of Onoki, the third Tsuchikage. You know, Mr. All the way to the sky and back, length pole up his ass. And Rosinante would just be like, is that what you think about Noki all the time? You know, the fact that he's the third Tsuchikage, you know, you should really keep tighter lips on subjects like that. And, you know, Donquixote Doflamingo would just be like, oh, good God. Rosinante, lighten up a little. We got a child of prophecy to train. But before we do any of that, we gotta, I guess you could say, like, possible guardian angels. And Rosinante would just be like, I think, seeing as you're the one with closer relations to the kid, you should be more into that. Besides, I have a bad feeling about what's going to be coming up in the next few. I don't know how long. Though, I feel it might have something to do with that man with the cane. And the X-shaped scar on his chin. And Donquixote Doflamingo would just be like, oh, you mean like Danzo Shimada? You believe that you and him might have to enter some fisticuffs, and it could possibly cost you your life? Well, if it's to protect our nephew, I mean, it can't be that bad. I think you're selling yourself a little bit too short. Besides, the moment that happens, will be all the more opportunity for young Uzumaki to grow. Yes. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Doflamingo. I like the sound of that. A little long for my taste, but I still like the sound of it. And as for that, I'm gonna end this video. See you when it does the things. Bye.